practitioner, and also the same Arabetuja. Because in some mobile, now there was some iota of truth be room because they started to send the visa be na enye. But then maybe more say family member be share or person ya nanka or ye Ken Ofori-Atta permanent citizen and as a permanent resident US honum Emma ebeye hu so bi share pe say papa no ene nka on to ni nan pon siga na hampo bio na monya no mpo aye said de mo be say mo de ye na mo be bi se bisa ne nsem na sign na no krebi wom no kre ne sign no kre ne say ne ba ono so US hono ono se o ye citizen enti no person ko no so fa mu baby any lawyers no e ka bom na nka o pe a permanent residency and as a permanent citizenship and the Ken Ofori-Atta United States of America ho enti say na ebi no say family member bi shisha ase ni ade no the truth no aba enti release and the lawyers dey buy no na bibisa ehum ama lawyer Martin Kpebu so e dey bi aba betu so nti enko tie lawyer Martin Kpebu because this semo na odi to dwa no na e kire say ebe wan hwe ebe che because send as see any lawyers go so omo ehwe ne visa no ho nsem no mo aka ne ye no se ekoba se omutimi eye mane ye dia ene wan hwa ebe che papa ansana eye Ken Ofori-Atta ba be piem e ho Ghana ha say because send na attorney general enya embrace of person ko nya na January ya o me pie e wo Ghana ha say na say enkonkoba ne sa because send lawyers need to me hwe e ka the permanent residency no one some the man no nese nsa kase pe ene ebeyire enti eno ehun sem na ye pese ye de emamu no nti very soon no e wa kotie lawyer Martin Kpebu ne nsem a o de etu dwa because the lawyers ne nsem a mo de abetu dwa ne kire se see empo no they are working on his release in as much as say omo detaining no they are still working say e be release no e wo US honum empo say omo release ni bia ansa no matoa so na omo ahwe ne nsem no na omo aka enti nsem a ebuboba no em say edoso ya ba ba yese emema attorney general ne nsa akwakosi form wo honom enti nsem ne de bebre na ebuboba yenya enya ne ntie say lawyers ni mpo no nsem omo ekeka no de na eche say ebeche January ya yehwe ni musen ko be piem e wo Ghana ha no ebeche kakra e wo hono already ni yenim say more than 30 days. So see, I'm within this week, and I think the best 2-3 days more. He still have more days. Waiting me at the award detention center, honum, and Sakran as ye be deporting, I deporting. Uncle Taylor Martin Kpebu and some of the two about permanent residency or more a petition on person at the Ken Ofori-Atta. You're going to go to Munchimonium Rassi.
You a few weeks ago had put out some information that you had picked up that Ken Ofori-Atta was working on getting a permanent stay in the United States of America. And this particular development, as captured in his lawyer's statement they put out yesterday, that Ken Ofori-Atta has a pending petition for adjustment of status. What the expression they use there is that he has a pending petition for adjustment of status, which authorizes a person to stay in the United States legally past the period of validity of their visa. Does this give any vindication to that statement earlier?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll start with the lawyer's letter. So the lawyer, that is the Menka Premu, they admit that Ofori-Atta has a pending petition before the immigration authorities of the US to adjust his status in the US. That phrase, to adjust his status in the US, that's the part of it that says that he's applied to change. So he wants to become a permanent resident. That's why he has a pending petition to adjust his status. So pending petition for permanent residence. You know, I had mentioned earlier that the information I got about two months ago was that his son had applied for him to become a permanent resident. So the son is a citizen, right, of the US, and he has applied for Ofori-Atta to become a permanent resident. I know it takes some time. And so that's the process that he's going through. Yes, if you're a citizen of the US, you can file for your father, you can file for your mother, but it takes some time. And that's what he's going through. right? So I'm happy that you see the lawyers have corroborated it. Some, as I said a few months ago, about 2 months ago, when I first mentioned it, people were asking for my source, and even some others doubted it. But now there you have it in the lawyer's letter saying that he has a pending petition to adjust his status in the US. That's to change from visitor's visa to become, or a visitor, okay, or a person on business trip, to becoming a permanent resident. So from the name permanent resident, it means that he'll be permanently resident in the US. Of course, he can travel all along. I mean, he can travel anywhere he wants to go and come back freely, better than those who use the B1, B2 visas. When we say B1, B2, that's the normal visitor's visa or business trip visa. When you're a permanent resident, it gives you more rights in the American society, etc., rather than going on a visitor's or business trip visa. Yeah, so that is what it is. And you remember, at that time, we complained vehemently that was it that the OSP was delaying the trial in absentia to give Ofori-Atta more time in his application to become a permanent resident, because it didn't make sense. Why all this while the special prosecutor was fighting that no, they will not do trial in absentia, they will not do trial in absentia from January, then eventually in November, they now say yes, they will do it. After giving Ofori-Atta about 1 year, you see, to consider his options. That is really, really unfair. And that's how come we keep saying we want accountability, that the special prosecutor be dealt with according to law.
All right, so that was lawyer Martin Kpebu some the about Ken Ofori-Atta. See, there is a pending petitioner or they our filing a bepuano amanenya a permanent stay in the United States of America. Like I said, and no a better say neba and as a Ghana bamuno a beyer as we speak now, request of extradition at the court. US or more authorities for me. Reply bia Attorney General Meka ho asem bia emfa nkyere nti eno no and na say na oka offer kwan fufuo so e dey kind of Ofori-Atta abaga na em say no so e yakọ backfire e wo honom no nti ye hwe how best Ghana authorities o metimi edi omudwuma na ye dey kind of Ofori-Atta abepiem ewo Ghana ha sei na ne nsem no ye atoa so ewo Ghana ha. Yes, ye atoa so ne the updates na mamo na ensem bi abobo aba na ya yehu kakra amanfo ebi mu edwene ho mo ntia ase. They are trying to associate it to MPP at 31st January omo abato yi nsem ebi because we say the na ke akoto aba na say ebi mu de etu afa ha na ya chi omo ebi mu de nema bi afa ha ebi mu fa kwati kwan bi be wura Ghana ha na ye hwe on your screens also driver and mate arrested for attempting to smuggle 1,050 rounds of ammunition from Accra to Tamale. Eno ehon sem ena yede e mamono say driver on any mate eno ena ohu e screen so no enti you can see say driver no on any mate o ya driver no me say blue no ena mate no so e say white 1,050 rounds of ammunition ena na omudi efri and cry ha say ankomode kwa kopiem e wo Tamale na yenim obi nim de omode kwa koye e wo honom na nsen so honom ensem a ekokoso yi emu bi na mo pese omode kodi djuma wo ha na asesen wodwere ho bebi a won ti ase. So that is the update I dey Emma mo Ghana Police Service omo aye omo ho abo omo ho modin ama osi omo sa ka driver ene ni mate an komode etuo mo akade dodo na komode kwa kopiem ewo Tamale se yensa aso omumu ewo honom akwakoye enigisem ewo honom said dwumadie bia na komope e de akwakodi ewo eso honom no de se nyame adom police for nsa aso omumu a anko adwuma ewo honom. So yes se beda police for asem wo omu adwumadi a omadi e de elpo timamufo ho ban ewo honom ti beda omo ase na ya to aso the update